Inferno?
Inferno. Should be an inferno. Inferno.
That should be the word. It makes more sense, doesn't it?
Inferno. It does. I don't think words are meant to make sense.
But they're meant to convey meaning.
Yeah, but they're random in their nature. Stars, built another fire here. Just something to keep us warm just a bit on the chilly side.
There are stars up here. Really, there are. That's the water, which you also can't see because it's dark.
Post number 2 on the walk through the Whiskey Rapids Trail. What's for lunch? Everyone knows that all animals eat plants, directly or indirectly. So, because there are almost no water plants in sight, you might think that the river, here at least, must be a poor place for animals. As a matter of fact, the river is extremely rich in 3 types of plant food, but all of them are very hard to see. One broad type of food in the river is the tiny bits of dead plants, bacteria, and algae that have been dislodged from upstream and are being swept along in the current. As you will see at post 4, animals which make a living by capturing such food when it sweeps by are extremely common and much more familiar, unfortunately, than you might like. The second main type of food available in the river consists of plant debris lodged on the bottom, mainly fragments of the millions of leaves that fall into the river each autumn. The most important of all are a small tree commonly found along the banks of the Algonquin rivers and streams, including just to your left. Alder leaves are 4 times richer in nitrogen than leaves of other trees, and since nitrogen is needed by all plants and animals, including us humans, to make proteins, the addition of alder leaves to the river bottom is especially enriching. The last type of food in the river is the layer of slime that covers the rocks. Dead branches, mud, and just about every other underwater surface. A microscope would show us that the slime really consists of algae, tiny green plants, made up of only 1 or very few cells. Here we are, continuing our hike through Whiskey Rapids. Today's Tuesday, May 15th, 2010. Very pretty spot here. Breeze, warm weather, thin cloud cover. Put most of the sand in. So we found some moose tracks out here in the mud. Check them out. Christina's freaking at how large they are.
Look, this is my foot. That's the moose foot.
Moose foot. I think that's the best one right there. We get a really good look at it.
Yeah. Freaking me right the freak out. Obviously he came through.
Kind of a sip.
Maybe had a little sip. Maybe walked through the river.
Dip.
Who knows?
A dip and a sip.
Looks like... No, maybe that's a second one. Who knows? I'm not an expert tracker. I just know those look like kind of like deer tracks, but they're way too big to be deer, so they gotta be moose. Big fuckers. Big fuckers.
Giant motherfuckers. So, we're at the halfway point.
It's been a bit of a long...
Yeah. We didn't want to disturb the natural environment, so we pissed into bottles. And since we're lost and we don't know how to get out, we're going to have to drink it now. Just to survive. So it's lunchtime. We're doing fine. We know where we are. And we're going to be eating. I've made some sandwiches up earlier today and packed them in little baguettes. It's turkey and smoked meat with tomato, lettuce, mayonnaise, and Havarti cheese. Havarti cheese! I don't know what I'm even saying. Let's open up this bag. Oh my god, it's hard to do when you're filming. So it's a little squished, but there it is. Gonna eat that up. Yeah. Yeah. Ready for lunch?
You betcha.
Alright, let's do it. Checking out some carvings in this tree here. 2007. Fascinating.
I see 3 frogs. This camera is too shitty to show you them. But there's one there. There's one there. And there's no way in hell you're going to see this one at home. But it's over there.
It is hot as hell.
I'll show you this one a little closer by making him move. There he goes. Under the weeds.
Well, we made it to the head of the Whiskey Rapids. Check them out. They're not altogether menacing, but they're pretty. What do you think? I think they are too. Hey, let's really go today. Ah, let's shoot them.
The rapids.